All right. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully, I have sound because last week I did not have sound and I didn't know through the whole video. So, if you're watching and you can let me know if sound is good. I know I'm a couple minutes late. Again, technical stuff. I had it all set up, but to record, which means it's totally different than when you go live. So here I am. Hopefully sound is good. Good morning, Lola. Thank you so much for letting me know. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I have to figure out a way that I can like test it myself, but then there'd be sound like I don't know. I don't know. There's got to be a way, but do I want to figure it out? I don't know. I'd rather be paper crafting. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Today is July 1st. Holy moly, July 1st. That is crazy. Half the year gone. Just 2025 gone like that. So, who is ready for paper crafting? I am. I got it here a little early today and created this card. So hopefully you like it. As we go through seasons in life, well, I'm making a baby card. And I haven't had to make a baby card for a very long time. But now all of a sudden, like, as time goes on and kids get older, they start having babies. So now I need baby cards for like, I don't even know how to say it, like the next generation, I guess. So here is the card that we're going to be making today. Let me make this guy bigger, of course, like so. And as you can see, I thought I had another thing on here. As you can see, it's a pink card because we all know what it's going to be a girl. So I wanted to show you the invite. So this is the invite for the baby shower. And so I wanted to do something floral, right? Because that was what was on the invite. So of course I wanted to do something floral. So I don't know. Oh, there you go. If you guys can see, so this pink, which is bubble bath, is embossed. And so it's a little bit lighter. And this guy right here is pretty in pink. I had to think about which drawer I got it out of. And then we're going to be using this really cute bundle that Stampin' has right now. And it's this guy right here. So Cutest onesies. Onesies, aren't they so cute? And so it's kind of a really good, like, basic baby card stamp set. Although I love the star and heart for all sorts of other things. You could even use this little guy for a cloud somewhere. But, and then the dies, we're going to be using a couple of dies. You can see we're going to be cutting out the onesie. And look at these hangers. Are you kidding me? Yes, the die cuts out these little hangers. So, so cute. But I did a little twist and I pulled out this stamp set, which was on the last chance. I have no idea if it's still on the last chance. But Let the Adventure Begin, because they're first-time parents. So I thought that would be fun for the little saying on the front. And then on the inside, I just pulled this paper. I'll show you the paper. I have bits and pieces of it. It is very floral birthday-like. And I am online. I just got a knock on the casita door. But so I wanted to use that for this baby card. So let's get making. Let's see. Lola said, beautiful to use the larger flower paper I tend to use smaller designs, but now we're thinking that's the great thing. You can always kind of mix and match and, you know, like do some big flowers and some smaller flowers. Like, you know, do whatever you want. It's paper crafting. Anything goes. So, okay. I wanted to show you guys some cards that I made with the paper that are not baby related. But so this paper has big prints like this. And then I stamped the happy birthday onto the cake. This guy right here, this flower, actually all the flowers are printed and you get them in the designer series paper. And then I stamped the happy birthday with the embossing folder. And then this guy right here using the paper, excuse me, and I embossed this guy in gold. So there's some other uses for the paper. We have, I don't know if I have a full sheet, but this is really cute. I even thought this would be cute for a wedding card, right? Like, look at that paper with the gold on it. And this guy, there's two versions of this, one with a little blue tint to the background and one with a little pink tint to the background. And I don't know if it's because my husband's a hunter or not, but these guys right here remind me of antlers. I don't think they're supposed to be antlers, but they kind of remind me of antlers. So it's just kind of a fun rustic touch if you wanted to go that route. These, if I can get them out without making a mess. Like I said, some of the bigger stuff, right? Like you have a cupcake. Nope, you have a slice of cake. Like, look at how cute that is with a little gold element on you, and it's already done. Put some dimensionals on there on a card front, and you have a card. Easy peasy. I love this guy right here. This is gorgeous. I love the blue flowers too. So pretty. So okay, but that, you know, online you can find it everywhere. Stamp it up. Okay, so let's make a card. I've showed you lots of pretty stuff. Now let's get paper crafting. So we're going to take Pretty in Pink, and it's your traditional, right? 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to fold this guy like so. And then let's do, I already did some of the die cutting because I was already there, so why not? So I already cut out 3 little hangers. That's just adorable. Seriously. And 3 onesies. So I cut out the onesies, right? Like that's just, oh, it's not pink. It's kind of a yellow tint background. There we go. We're going to be using them this way. I did a little strip for the inside because just adding a little bit more floral. I have this piece of Bubble Bath 2-tone paper, and it is 3 by 5.5, and we are going to run that guy through the machine. And then I have 2 basic whites, 4 by 5 1/4. So let's run this guy through the machine and the embossing folder. So the embossing folder, I haven't really used this. I pulled it out a couple days ago sitting on my desk. I plan to use it for the card class coming up in, I don't know, 10 days maybe. 12 days? I don't know. It's on a Thursday. But it comes in a set. There's 2 embossing folders, and it's Classic Garden. So, but I haven't, like I said, I haven't played with it, so I wanted to use it. And then it was sitting on my desk, so of course I decided to use it for this card. Okay, but we are going to, I have to think about the sandwich here. So we're going to run it through the machine so we get that embossed paper. Let's see. Yep. You guys see that there? All right. And since I did all the other work, I think we're done with the machine. So let's get that. Okay, we are going to we are not going to need that little sticky tape, which isn't very sticky anymore. Okay. All right, we're going to, let's build this card. We're going to take our 4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to put it on there center like. And then we're going to stamp, which normally you think I would stamp beforehand, but I probably should have. But we're going to cross our fingers, and hopefully the adventure works, right? All right. So we're going to put this right here. Okay. Whew, that was good. Okay. And then I am pulling in, I wanted 2 little holes to hold the string, right? So I have this twine. It's pretty thick. It's in my stash. I'm not 100% sure where it came from. But we're going to, I want it to be about that long, but I'm going to add a little extra for the tie the knots. So I know this card is going to have dimension on it. I know that it's going to get put in a padded envelope, so I'm not too worried about laying flat, right? So I just took the ends and I tied a knot, and then I frayed the ends. Like so. Oops, not that close. I couldn't do that. There we go. All right. Let's do this. The ends kind of fray just by themselves. I was just thinking, the hubby wanted some felt, and I think I might have some in here. Random thoughts that come across my brain. Welcome to my brain. All right, guys. So what are you creating today? Are you guys having any paper crafting fun today? I've got kind of a busy week this week. Got lots of little road trips to do. All right, so I want a little hole punch, and the smallest hole punch that I have comes from my crocodile. So I've had this guy for, I don't know, 20 plus years, I guess. And so I'm just going to kind of eyeball this because I want it in each corner so that the string is kind of like a clothesline, right? That's close enough. There we go. Okay. And then to attach the string, I pushed it through the hole, and then I want it kind of, I want the fringe to be seen, right? And I know the hole is too big, but it's like the smallest one I had. And so I'm going to take glue dots and I'm going to attach it to the back. So I'm pulling up these guys, and I'm going to, I also know that I'm going to use dimensionals to pop this out. So pull this off. Oops, I guess I need the hole, the string in the hole to attach the glue dot. There we go. Like so. Make sure there's enough room. This might have to be a little bit tighter. Like so. All right. So I know when I first started paper crafting, I hardly bought anything in the blue or in the pink family, everything was always blue or boy related because, let's see if I could do this way. Because of the kid, right? So when I first started, I was a scrapbooker, didn't really make cards. So everything was based on our activities that we were doing for scrapbooking. Let's see. There we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to twist this a little bit on the back. Oops. There we go. And I'll probably cut that a little bit so the fridge isn't so long. But now that I'm creating cards, I have dived into all colors because Stampin' Up! Has great colors, obviously. But I love working with the pinks. Let's trim this a little bit. There we go. It's going to make a mess over there. All right. So we are going to use dimensionals to attach that. And this big giant piece of paper is going to use quite a few dimensionals, like so. Probably might be overkill, might not be, I don't know. Do you guys use a lot of dimensionals in your paper crafting? I have a friend that she hasn't met a card that doesn't have probably 50 dimensionals on it. All right, let's get this out of here. So let's add this. I want a little bit of the white showing up top, but not too much. So we have this like that. Now, these little hangers, right? I can't stop talking about the hangers, but they actually go into the little onesies so that they are like hanging. And then I wanted them to stay in place. So again, I added dimensionals, not dimensionals. I added glue dots. Glue dots here so that those little onesies hang and they don't lose their hanger. Okay, so each one is going to get a little hanger. And look, you have to bend a little hanger to fit it in like this. Oh, gosh, so adorable. Like so. All right. Just keep adding glue dots. You could use a little bit of white glue to attach it if you wanted. Sometimes I find glue dots just to be easier, less messy for me. Because we all know that I'm basically a toddler when it comes to the white glue. I'm going to pop these guys up with dimensionals, and then we're going to attach them to the string. Right? They just attach. Oops. Like that. Did I take the backing off? I don't think I did. That'd be a funny trick, huh? Just have a onesie float around. And oops. Oh my gosh, so cute. Now, I showed you guys the little heart. I will say that I use strawberry slush because we're diving deep into all of our pinks for this card. and the little heart right there, like so. And then for the inside, I did wishing you lots of joy, like so, and then a little heart on either side to just stretch. I love how the fonts are different. Wishing you lots of joys, right? Mix font. And then I have this little guy here. I don't know if I did it on the bottom or the top. I don't remember. But we're going to put it on the top. So here is our baby card. Like I said, I haven't made one in a very long time. Interesting. Oh, thank you, Lola. Hopefully the next time you make a baby card, maybe you'll use some big florals. Try it. You might like it. Okay, guys. So I don't really have any other stuff to talk about except for hopefully everybody has some paper crafting fun. If you're watching the replay, let me know. I'd love to see who's watching, and it helps me on the YouTube algorithm. I will probably have a fun fold tomorrow if I come up with something today. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. And if you create a baby card, let me know. I love to see it. I love seeing all your guys' creations. All right. We'll talk to you later. Thanks, guys.